Do you have Botox? I mean, I might as well get Botox at this point. Hey everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video. I'm so excited. For those of you who don't know, my name is Danna. I'm a licensed esthetician for about 14 years now. I'm also a spa owner in NYC. For my very first video today, we're gonna do a get to know me Q&A. So let's get started. Okay, so first question is, where are you and your family from? Origins. Got a lot of this question. So I am from Israel originally. I was born there and we moved to the States when I was about 5. My grandparents are from Iran. The next question is, how old are you? I'm 34, but I do feel like I'm 15. I feel like I'm not an adult, and I love that. Keeps you young. And then the following question is, how old were you when you started Noi? Noi, I was 26 when I got married, and I was 27 when I opened Noi. It was, yes. I was like 2 months before, so I was almost 27. So how old were you when you had your first baby? So I had Ella when I was 29. Where did the name Noi come from? It's interesting because a lot of people think that my name is Noi. It's not. Noi in Hebrew means a kind of beauty, like charismatic beauty, not, in the traditional sense. I don't know, I really love that name and it just kind of clicked. Do you own the current Noi skincare? Why are you relocating? Okay, so yes, I am the founder of Noi Skincare. There is currently only one. We are going to be closing this location and relocating to another location for the simple reason that we've kind of outgrown this location. We've been here for 8 years now, which is, very dear to my heart. I'm probably gonna be like crying my eyes out at the very end of this, but I'm excited about this new journey, this new start. I feel like I'm not going for a bigger space in terms of more rooms because I do really want to keep it like that small, intimate, boutique style vibe. I feel like it's very special. Quality is always going to be there in that sense, but I just need more space, and we're super excited about it. It's going to be in Nomad, which is 28th and Broadway. And I'm sharing the whole renovation process, the whole journey with you on Instagram, a lot of it on stories. So follow along there so you can kind of get inspired, or just, I don't know, if you like to see that stuff. For me, looking at that stuff inspires me. So I love to share it with you guys. Okay, next question. This was a very, very common question. How did you meet Dave? Okay. So Dave, big part of my life. I always say Dave stole my 20s because I met him actually when I was 18 through my brother's friend. And my dad had a restaurant for 23 years in Soho, Manhattan. And Dave just kind of came and asked for a job and he began working there. We right away kind of clicked. Personalities were always, it was silly, it was playful from the beginning. Everybody always thought we were together, but I was always like, no. And then really out of nowhere, we just kind of fell in love. And it's almost like I always knew that we were going to be together. I was just really young and I don't know, kind of wanted to date a little bit, but he stole my heart for sure. It was through my brother, my dad's restaurant. Those times were the best, so beautiful. And definitely think he is my soulmate. And I don't know if you guys would be interested, but I was thinking maybe Dave and I would do a Q&A. So let us know in the comments below if that's something that you would like to see. Next question, how do you handle work-life balance with 3 little kids? Oh goodness, even just like hearing that question, it like takes my breath away because it's such a zoo in my home. It's like, I had one child and it was super easy. It was a super easy adjustment. I like to look at everything in a very positive light. Like, you know, adding a child it's an addition to my life. It's not this crazy, scary, you know, new life. So when you take it with such a kind of positive and easygoing, when you take it in a positive and easygoing way, it's just, you enjoy the journey more. So for me, one child was so beautiful. That year was the best year of my life, honestly. And so quickly I just got baby fever and wanted another one. So we had another one. And then from 2, I was like, wow, this is so easy. This is so amazing. So I was like, let's get pregnant again, you know? And at that time, my second one, Eva, was 18 months old. And really the third one is a total game changer, and it is very hectic, very crazy. I feel like I'm learning more about organization. I feel like I am also just accepting the fact that this is a phase in my life. And so to enjoy it, not to get super stressed out from it. My kids are only gonna be this little one. So, you know, I'm just kind of going with the crazy. Organization, Dave is a big help. We are really partners because the business is ours together. So he, you know, when I'm home, he's at work and vice versa. So he's really like a full-time parent right there with me, which is really a big help. And we don't have help, we just, not yet anyway, maybe something in the future that we'll consider. But every 10 days, my mother comes in from Miami. She's a big help to us when she's here. But other than that, we just kind of do it like our parents did back in the day, right? Do you want more children? Okay, I always thought that I was gonna have 4 kids, and I probably maybe would have waited a little bit longer this time around and maybe had another one, but my pregnancies were super rough. My delivery and recoveries were really crazy. Things happened to me. So I think that we're gonna, you know, put the brakes on kids and just be grateful and thankful for the beautiful, healthy 3 children that we have now. I can share more about that if you guys are interested in hearing about my, you know, whole pregnancy, delivery, recovery story. Is pretty crazy, but so I can share that in another video. Let me know in the comments below if that's something that you're interested in. So moving right along, one piece of love advice you'd give to anyone. I love this question because I feel like I had such a strong example growing up. My mother was a very strong woman. My father, you know, also very strong personality, but they just really showed a lot of affection to each other in the house. I saw that they were best friends, they were lovers, they were partners, they were, you know, they had this like really strong foundation, and it was always very palpable. And so that was a great example for me in what I wanted in a man, what I wanted as a woman, you know, to a man. I feel like I've always, you really looked at my mom as this beautiful, strong woman that has a lot of self-worth, that has a lot to give, that, you know, inspires, that supports her man, that is not a pushover, but is very much still the, you know, lets her man also feel like a man at the same time. And I think that embodies me totally, like all of that. I just feel like Dave and I support each other. Communication is very important. We inspire each other. I think that's huge. We listen to one another. It's also really important to remember how you were prior to having kids and prior to all that hecticness that life hands you sometimes. So really remember how it was in the beginning. I got a couple of what's your favorite questions, so I'll kind of group them together and go through them real quick. What's your favorite color? It is white. I think a lot of you know that. The next question was, what kind of music do you listen to? I love bachata music. I feel like I was Latin in another lifetime or something like that because I just feel it in my blood. I love Israeli music. That's my jam, and hip hop. I also have a playlist for all of you who inquire about the music that I play on Instagram. If you go on Spotify, it's Danna Omari Skincare. What is your favorite movie? I love The Way We Were and Blow. What is your favorite food? Definitely Moroccan food. I love, love, love. What is your favorite quality in a person, in yourself, in your husband? Definitely a sense of humor. I love to laugh. I love to laugh at myself. It's just the best. What do you like to do for fun? Okay, so lots of things. I love to hang out with my family, of course. I love to go out for dinners. I love to cook, to dance, to sing. And really, interestingly enough, I love to work. Like that's fun for me, believe it or not. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one younger brother. He is 6 years younger than me. And then I have one older brother who is 4 years older. It's Dani and Yoni. Those are their names. Hi, does your husband also have his own career goals, or was that always Noi skincare? Also a really common question. So Dave and I never, we were babies when we got together, so we really built our life together. And I love that. I think that creating something with your love is like the best partnership. There's no ego involved. There's always support, and it's just genuine excitement. And so Dave and I, he was just always, I knew he wanted to create something, to build something. It could have been a coffee shop, whatever it was. But once I got into this industry, he just saw the passion that I had for it, and he believed in me more than anybody did. Like, he pushed me to open this up. He pushed me to open our own business, and I was not ready by any means. I think at that time I was 4 years into being an esthetician, and I just did not feel ready whatsoever. And he really motivated me because he truly believed in me. So he never had the intention to open up a spa, but we always kind of had the intention to create something together. And being that this is really a strong passion of mine, this was perfect. And there was definitely a learning curve, and he really had to learn a lot about this business because he knew nothing about it. Moving on, the most valuable tip in how to succeed in what you love to do. Again, I had a beautiful example of this with my father. He was a true entrepreneur. He just had a very strong work ethic, but he loved what he did. He was in construction, he was in plumbing, he was in creating, always creating. So he made beautiful, beautiful businesses. He created, but he enjoyed the whole process. And I always saw that, and I always saw him working really hard. And I feel like that was so much ingrained in me that I think work ethic is so important, and also really truly being passionate about what you're doing. Because if there's no passion, then you're just gonna go through the motions. No complaining, like I hate that. You start in something, you're never, gonna be at the top right away. It takes time. It took me years. I was so bad in the beginning, but I was always so hungry. I was hungry. And it's not about how much money you make. It's really about the journey for me. It's about, not just the journey, but getting better at my craft. Like I get excited because I know tomorrow I'll be better, and the next day I'll be better. Where I was 2 years ago is not where I am today. So don't lose hope, and don't think too much ahead. Think now, learn everything that you can possibly learn, strive to be great. Don't look at what other people are doing, or what other people, where they're at their careers. I look at other people to be inspired, not to feel down on myself. Like I find that inspires the shit out of me. Like seeing somebody just reach their goals just gives me like a kick in the ass. It makes me really happy for them, and it makes me really excited for me. Do you have Botox? I mean, I might as well get Botox at this point. Everybody thinks I have Botox or fillers or, I hate when people judge other people for things that they do. So I am not that person whatsoever. No judgment on my part if you choose to do Botox, fillers, surgery, plastic surgery, whatever it is, that's your choice. Me, I grew up with mother who is an acupuncturist. That was my example. She didn't do those things. So it was never something that I wanted, and I actually really like also the challenge of seeing how I can age gracefully and naturally with alternative medicine. Like, I really am excited about that. I already see certain wrinkles forming, and you know, it is what it is. And it's also just a mind switch. You know, if you set your mind and say, okay, it's a wrinkle, it's fine, it's fine. Like, it's fine, we're getting older, it's inevitable. So it's definitely the pressures of society. And I think that you can kind of put that to the side and, you know, be excited about the process and the challenge. Next question. Can you share a little bit about your acupuncture journey? All right. I'll definitely make another video about this. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comment section below. But it's definitely been a journey. I had horrible acne all throughout high school. It started when I was about 13, and skin, like beautiful clear skin, was just always my goal. It was always so important to me. I had a passion for skincare really early on. And my mother was in acupuncture school at the time when I was, I think, about like 13 or so. And so she was just getting into that. I didn't know what it was. And once she finished, when I was about, you know, a couple of years she'd been working, but I was about 19 at the time, my skin freaked out, like went crazy. I had it all like cystic, not like I did in high school. In high school, I had really like acne, teen acne. It was very dirty. I had to get like a lot of facials, cleanings, things like that. But when I was 19, I don't know what it was, my skin just went crazy. Cystic purple acne all over my face, especially here on the jaw area, neck, on the décolleté. I mean, I used to wear turtlenecks in the summertime. I was mortified. I was in school at the time doing my associate degree in order to get into Chinese medicine school, but I dropped out of that semester because I was just so depressed. I had gained all this weight because I was home just eating my feelings. And I get a lot of people ask me to show pictures of that time, and I swear I don't have one picture. And I wish I did, but at the time, you know, I didn't know I was going to be an esthetician. I wasn't trying to document my journey. I was so young. I didn't want any photos taken of me. I didn't want any camera in my face, which I wish at the time, you know, we had cell phones and, you know, that we could snap pictures of ourselves, but it was bad. And that's when I did acupuncture and herbs, and it cleared everything up. It took a while, and at that point, I had decided to go study aesthetics, which was like a light bulb that went off in my head because I didn't even like think about that profession as a career. But I'll get into that in a separate video. But yeah, that acupuncture really, really saved my skin. And that's why whenever I break out, like whether it was after the pregnancy or after I stopped breastfeeding or whatever is going funky, something funky that's going on in my skin, it's the first thing I turn to is herbal medicine and acupuncture. And I'm so, so, so fortunate that my mother does this and that I have access to that. But I love that women are more and more women are open to acupuncture to truly create a balance in their body and skin. Have you ever struggled with acne, dryness, rosacea, etc.? So my skin condition that was, you know, that plagued me and traumatized me was acne. So I can totally relate to those of you who come to see me or who write me. The thing is, when people write me, please help me with my acne, it's just so complex and it's not a one for all. And, you know, even clients that come to see us, you know, we're not magicians, and there are people who get phenomenal results, and there are people that we just doesn't work, you know, but there's always some kind of improvement. I think it's very important, and that's why I show how much I do acupuncture. I think it's very important to not turn to a dermatologist and, you know, go on meds right away, to not give up and take the strongest medicines, to not, you know, just do your monthly cleanings and keep extracting your face. I think it's very important to have a balance of treating your face and learning how to care for your skin on the outside with your esthetician, and then really doing work on your internal, you know, on internal balance. So acupuncture, herbs, all of that, that is the answer. And no matter how long it takes, it's going to improve, you know? So I don't want anyone to ever feel like there's no hope, because there's definitely hope. It's just commitment and time and patience. So thank you guys so much for sending me these questions. I got lots of questions and I wanted to take the most common asked and just, you know, give you a quick intro to who I am. Just a more lengthy video so you get to know me a little bit. I would love your feedback in the comment section below. Also what you would love to see moving forward. I have some great videos coming up, some great content. I want to help you both, you know, to those of you who are professionals, estheticians, you will definitely benefit from this channel. From those of you who are just here for a skincare, you know, journey of your own, for guidance, you will definitely benefit from this channel as well. But if you have any requests or questions, I'm here for you. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon. Bye.